So that was a pretty bad top deck. Should have forgot to be calling what I needed. I think at this point my Iron Claw mirrors are what I'm drawing to. That and the Invisimancer, the case of Invisimancer for the sealing the deal. Okay, wants to save that guy for an additional block. Let me get in for 3 poison, which is fantastic for me. It does make my Invisimancer just plain lethal at this point. Not something I thought I'd be saying, but it is true. Although he does have the replica, so yeah, I think we're probably going to put the brakes on here. Maybe get in with our bugs. Man, gotta stop drawing those lands. I'm so bad at that. I think playing this guy, the only thing I'm doing there, I mean, I'm sure it kind of gives me a body, but I think it more or less just draws him a card. At this point, I think he's got his halt order. He's been through half his deck, so he's probably got it at this point. I mean, I swing with the Sisbear, he has to block it. Alright, I think I'm going to play the Lead Mirror. If he's got the halt order, he's got me, and that was huge. But if he doesn't, then it leaves me back an extra blocker, and I feel okay to swing with the Sisbear and just ding him for some -1 counters on his dudes. Okay, I feel all right about that. Could have like any number of tricks in green or red to just get my Sisbear here, but if he does not, then I just neuter one of his dudes out and keep going. Well, I drew him a card, just not in the way I expected. He's got another cantrip. Okay, we're just going to take that one. That is more mana than I want to see him tapping right now. Yeah, I don't really want to see that guy right now. I would, however, yeah, I guess that is okay. I'm just going to be taking that 3 in the air, and that's all I have to say about that. Playing Bonds Quicksilver at the end of his turn. And he counters it, and then he counters it. I am at least glad to see that my opponent has a really awful deck as well. Obviously a very differently themed awful deck, but awful deck nonetheless. So makes me feel that perhaps the pack quality was what was suffering, and not so much my drafting ability. Even though I should have picked up on those white signals coming back on pack 2 a lot sooner. Yep, get me for 3, or Untamed might, and just get me altogether. And as soon as the internet / my machine catches up, I will cast this thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's think here. If I just cast this guy, he resolves, and I swing in with everything, he's going to have to block at least those three things, and he's just going to kind of lose his team here. I'm going to lose an insect. And I still got these two guys to chump with here. So can he crack back for lethal and block everything? 1, 2... No, he cannot, because he's going to have to get 3 blockers. So 1, 2, and then probably like the replica. He does crack back for 2, and it makes like galvanic blast lethal, but it already is, so that's a non-issue. So obviously we're casting this guy. Just tap. So I'm thinking he was blocking the black cleave on the replica and one of the insects on the dark slick and blocking the Sisbear on the angler. Yeah, that's kind of what he has to do. Unless he's got to disperse, in which case I just I just lose, or any number of cards, really. Arc Trail, Dark Steel Sentinel. Okay, not exactly the blocking pattern I would have went with, but he's got to respect that I could have a Tainted Strike in my hand. I have shown him one. So he can crack back for the 1. If he's top decking, then he's in a good deal of trouble here. He's at the point where it's probably correct to send his Sky Eel School back to his hand, but he's tapping a lot of mana. I'm not sure what he's... Oh. Well, I control no artifacts, so that's good. I ordered that so much earlier. My goodness. And he's got the halt order. He does not. Good news. Oh, I just killed myself. I feel stupid. So, yeah, we're conceding this. Alright, so... Oh, Arbalest. That was what I was drawing to. Didn't even realize. Okay, yeah, no, I'm fine with this deck, the configuration the way it is. Well, as fine as I can be. So we're just gonna run it again to round 3.